U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is urging the United Nations General Assembly to move quickly in approving a U.S.-Russia deal to secure and destroy Syria's chemical weapons stockpile.
The Security Council must be prepared to act next week. It is vital for the international community to stand up and speak out in the strongest possible terms about the importance of enforceable action to rid the world of Syria's chemical weapons.
But Syrian President Bashar Assad denies that his forces used chemical weapons in an August attack that killed as many as 1,400 civilians in a town outside Damascus.
President Assad told reporters it could take $1 billion to destroy Syria's stash of chemical weapons, and if the U.S. and Russia don't have the money, he just may. Assad is believed to be in control of a family fortune that experts say could run in the billions. Scott Cohn has been following the money trail and has more.
In a country where the average citizen makes less than $3,000 a year, this is the stuff revolutions are made of. Analysts have pegged Bashar al-Assad's personal net worth conservatively at $500 million, but expand that to his inner circle, and the Assad family fortune runs well into the billions.
You have to have reform across the field, whether it's social, economic, or political.
That's Assad's wife, Asma, a British-born former investment banker in 2005. Her taste for high fashion and high society is well known. But the biggest repository of family wealth is likely this man, President Assad's cousin, Rami Makhlouf, worth billions. He claims he's a legitimate businessman, but the U.S. Treasury in 2008 designated him a beneficiary of the regime's corruption. International investigator Jules Kroll, who unearthed assets from the likes of Ferdinand and Imelda Marcos and Saddam Hussein, says Assad's money trail is a familiar path.
Well, it's a typical family business, except the family business is a country.
For years, the U.S. has targeted the Assad fortune in hopes of destabilizing the regime, according to State Department cables uncovered by WikiLeaks. But the success of U.S. sanctions has been limited. Since the Syrian uprising began in 2011, the U.S. has seized just $80 million.
They have enough people they can trade with, do business with, bank with, that I think the amount of the effect of these sanctions would be actually quite modest.
The sanctions did manage to head off a payment believed to be in the millions of dollars owed to Syria Telecom by AT&T, which instead deposited the money into a blocked account at JP Morgan, according to court papers. But for the most part, Syria simply sidesteps the U.S. financial system, barely missing a beat. So where does the money go? Russia is a prime candidate, and from there to points unknown. In fact, experts say the extent of the Assad regime's wealth may never be known unless the regime falls. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Scott Cohn.